What's up, man players? Man Talk 24/7 here with game 2, squaring off against Mizery. He's a fellow YouTube commentator. The first game I won by 3 points, and this is the second game. He got ball first, so that's definitely great because that means we can get the ball back after halftime. Now this is a $20 Gamer Saloon game, so the stakes are high. 4th down and 8. What's he gonna do? He's gonna go for people on Saloon. They don't really. What? A desync. Look how lucky this guy got. On a 4th and 8, the game desyncs. So that means we have to run it back. But look at him picking up first downs now that he didn't have to convert on that 4th and 8. That could have been really huge. A really fortunate break for this guy, but not nearly as fortunate as the breaks you're going to see him get. It's games like these that honestly have made me stop playing Saloon games, just because some things, like some games, I used to always talk about people that talk like this, talking about some games you weren't meant to win, some games this, some games that, but in this game, this game really rubbed me the wrong way. This game, just like games 1 and 3, would play all back to back. So this game is from September 10th, a smooth 2 months ago. But I'm just getting over it, so I figured, yo, why not post it? People have been asking me to post more Saloon games, so here's a Saloon game. What can I say? Here I am running my Ace Twins mini scheme, running the ball with Alpha Morris. That dude is a problem. Just running people over at will. It takes about 2-3 guys to tackle him. But the only downside to Alpha Morris is he likes to fumble the football. He likes to fumble, not just fumble the football. He likes to fumble the football inside the red zone. That's his favorite spot to fumble. That's where he likes to fumble the most. Yes, he breaks hella tackles. Hella tackles he breaks, but it just doesn't make up for the fact that he likes to fumble in the red zone. I just can't get over that. That's something that we just can't agree on, just because that's just not acceptable. I'm going down in a money game, and I can't afford to have you fumble the football. That's really just that. But my second option is Roy Halou Jr. and he's fast, but he's not as fast as he should be. Look at that interception. Let's go. Ryan Kerrigan. We force him into the bad throw. He tries to throw it on a run. He should have just threw the ball away, and now we're just going to run the ball and clock and hopefully get a touchdown. But if not, we can get a field goal. That's a big time stop that we got. There we go, running down to the 2-minute warning, just taking my time running the ball, and this game is in my control. I get ball back at half, so I'm really in control right now. Run. Here we are. I get stopped right there, make him use a timeout. Now he has no more timeouts left. I get tackled on purpose right there, trying to waste out some clock. There we go with 20 seconds left, and we walk in untouched for the touchdown to make the score 14-7. Did I leave too much time? First, we need to tackle him on the kickoff. Good job, team. But did I leave too much time? I really hope I didn't leave too much time. He only has about 15 seconds left, no timeouts. When he's lobbing up to Antonio Gonzalez, Tony, what am I saying? Getting a legend's name wrong. Lob it up to Tony Gonzalez, and he's going for the touchdown. That's where he really confused me, just because I thought he would take the field goal. I really thought he would take the field goal. Honestly, I'm panicking. I know. I honestly trust. I had to call a timeout just because I knew he would dot up that quarters 2 and under, and that made him reconsider, and he opted to take the field goal. So I'm not sure if I had to do this decision again, I would have called the timeout, just because I was not comfortable with playing that 2-man under quarters defense. I was trying to audible to a blitz, try to make sure he did not have time, just because he runs a lot of post routes, and everyone knows post routes destroy 2-man under. He only had to get, I think, 25 or 30 yards for a touchdown, so he perfectly easily could have got a touchdown right before the half right there, but he opted for a field goal. No worries, we still have the lead. Of course, he doesn't get both feet in bounds. 3rd and 12, and this is where the game, what am I saying, the game? I start getting caged. What am I saying? The game. I gotta get this man some credit. I have nobody open. There I go. Incomplete pass, and that is a turnover on downs. Now I just need to stop this dude running the read option. I'm just trying to contain it. Make sure at the same time I stop the pass. Dominique Davis, he's a pretty tough quarterback to guard because you have to. I mean, every quarterback in this game can pass the ball. It's kind of, I'm not sure that's realistic just because what makes quarterbacks so bad, most of the time, most of them can make the throws. It's just accounting for reading the defenses, knowing the plays, adjusting, knowing the blitzes. So I don't really know that every quarterback should be able to make every throw just because it's hard to account for all that just because the user is reading the defense, you're reading the blitzes, you're in control of mostly everything. And there goes fumble number 1. There goes fumble number 1 again. That's the reason we could not have. That's the reason I don't use the Redskins anymore. People ask me, why don't I use the Redskins? What's my beef with the Redskins? They lose me money. That's the only beef, I promise you, the only problem. If they weren't losing me money, we could be cool. But RG3, I understand he's a quarterback. Look at that interception. My goodness. Back into the game. That's why I just can't play with the Redskins. Yes, they make great plays, but RG3 and Alfred Morris just like to fumble the ball. They constantly fumble in my opponent's side of the field or just whenever. Look at that great throw I made to Niles Paul. I believe that's his name, Niles. That doesn't sound right. Maybe Niles. Don't know. I'm going to just call him Paul. Then here we go. 2nd and 14. And we throw a strike. No one caught that, though. I mean, it was a pretty nice strike, but no one caught it. So here we go scrambling. Make the first dude miss. Make the second dude miss. Fumble again at the 2-yard line. RG3 decides to fumble the ball. You're probably thinking, why don't you just slide? Why don't you just slide? I did not want to get into a 4th and 2 situation. I decided I was going to take the gamble, but with RG3, you can't take those gambles. And Steven Jackson, I swear that dude is injured, not even being a factor. Every time I watch the Falcons, it's always Jaquiz Rogers running the ball. I never see Steven Jackson getting any carries. And this game's still a monster. We just need to stop this dude. He's passing the ball, not really sure why. Passing the ball. Never mind. He decides to do a smooth scramble. Here we go, call timeout. And we get the interception as he tries to throw an out route. My linebacker jumps up and snags it for the interception. So now we're back in this game. That time I was paranoid, slid way sooner than I should have slid. I'm wasting time making sure the clock ticks down to the 2-minute warning. And at the very least, we're going to get a field goal, but I'm going to make sure he does not have enough time to score. So here we go, running the inside zone, about to run the ball, and this is where the game just takes a turn for the worst. Hit stick, fumble, dashboard. Hope you enjoy the game. Look out for more games in the future.